Yeah. Here, second question. What is data warehouse? What is data warehouse? Data warehouse is nothing but the huge collection of data going to be stored in one place for the purpose of analysis for future forecasting. So we are running the business like a Coca-Cola business. Are we which season more productivity, more products should be released. Which is season we should control the products. Like for example, summer season, we have to double the product, double so huge. We have to manufacture, so that maximize the production. So that decision has to be taken care by the reporting based on the. So in that report, last 10 years, which month high sales, which month low sales, it is going to be defined. Based on that one, those reports are getting the data based on the data varies only. Data varies data, it is going to be taken and it is going to be converted as reports. And the reports, right, the line graphs will be there, low and high, low and high. So based on that one, it is going to be defined, the data warehouse. So now the other question is, what is data warehousing? What is data warehousing? First of all, before explaining data warehousing, did I explain what is data? First of all, what is data? Anybody? Collection of information, which is meaningful and structured one. Very good. What is data? So collection of information. This will be utilized either file format or data in the table format. Any of the data, if it is a table, right, columns and rows, that will be in the structured way. So we call it as structured format data. So this format data is, they will utilize some new market, right, new days means the present days. Unstructured data also, it's a booming. Unstructured data means data which is collecting in Facebook, data which is collecting in LinkedIn. This has to be processed by using algorithms in Python scripting. It is going to be sent the value to the corresponding field. So that is very advanced level. For that one only, we have few very what we call data scientist jobs. Yeah, those are all unstructured data. It is going to be handled. What is data warehousing? Data warehousing. Mm. So, data warehouse. First, I told what is data warehouse. Data warehouse is the object which is going to be store the history information, the storing location. But data warehousing means
Like the data is stored in some particular location is called data warehouse.
data warehouse is the particular location. Data warehousing is the process of preparing the data warehouse. The process, how we are loading the data, how we are building, how we are the architecture of data warehouse. These are all called data warehouse. That means the preparation of data warehouse is called data warehousing. The preparation of data warehouse. So, like we have to create the ETL jobs. It's the part of data warehousing only. The ETL jobs, though before ETL jobs, right? The data architect is going to be designed. So we are receiving these 50 files every day. The 50 files data we have to take and going to be processed and need to send the end of the day these many 70 reports. These 70 reports are going to be released to the or 7 reports going to be released to the CA, chart accountant, for 4 reports, CEO for 5 reports. Like that is going to be defined. So who are all the designations? What are the reports need to be burst? Burst means the release. So that he is going to be designed. So as it is data, they are not going to send. For example, one file is there which is coming from source. In that we have 70 columns, 70. In that 70, what are the columns available required for reports? Those columns only they are going to take. For example, out of 70 columns, there may be 10 or 15 columns they will use, and different layers we have, they will process those different layers. Finally they will reach to the reporting layer. The reporting layer is how the report has been configured, same structure, the tables will be there. Once they load the data in reporting layer, simply they will run the reports background. That is going to be These are processes are going to be called as data warehousing. Once again, I am telling what is data warehousing. Data warehousing is the process of data warehouse. How we are going to build the data warehouse? How we are going to? How often we are going to be loaded? How often we are going to be retrieve the data from the data warehouse? These are all going to be and scheduling operation also. It comes under data warehousing. So, yeah. Just now, I have covered in the last batch. Whenever I talked, I told about the data may come in the form of files or tables. Point of tables, whatever the database select start from table, you can see the table in the column and record format. Files, what are the files we can see in the data warehouse? Data warehouse, we can see, for example, notepad file. We just open notepad file and if we see, mm, that will be yeah. The notepad file, it will be like a .est file. That will be, maybe it can be as a source and kinds of files. So types of types of types of files. So in data warehousing, whenever I am talking about the source, we are receiving data from files, right? So we should know what kind of files we are receiving. Files will be .csv files, delimiter files, and fixed width file. Fixed width file in the sense each field has to be starting position. It has to be denoted. Then we can understand. Okay, this is the fixed width file. Suppose each record is going to be delimiter in the sense whatever the value we are going to be separate from column to column, then it is going to be delimited file. I will show you the in the example. We have few of the files which I have created for showing source files. If you see, yeah,
The individual flat file and CSV file.
no, both are same terminology. Flat files nothing but CSV file. Altogether, any of file, they call it as flat file. Actually, .csv file, fixed width file, and you can say .dat file. .dat file also one kind of file. Yeah, here, if you see, what is the delimiter? Delimiter is the um, comma. Whatever the value separating from column to column, it is called delimiter file. Delimiter file. This file might be in your reporting side also. You might have seen this kind of. And actually, we have five values in real time. We can see these are all pipe symbol. With pipe symbol also, we can see the file with the work as a delimiter and the cap symbol. Like that, few of the delimited values are there to separate the file. Mm. So if you yeah, these are all what are the files I told, right? XML file. That XML files you do that one. Header tiler. In between the value will be there. So sample XML file you can see. There you can see. So uh, and we have Java notation file, Java object notation file, which is a JSON file also. Nowadays, it is coming as a source. So now every file, how we have to handle, how we have to data process, completely. Finally, it has to be reached to target table only. So that means it has to move to structured format. So how we have to load it? Entire our session is going to be handling with the data, either file or table. How we are going to handle and how we are going to insert the data and going to be represented. So that way we are going to see. And mm, yeah, this will be whenever we are receiving the file, right, we may receive with the headers and sometimes we may not receive with the headers. Source file, right? How we are going to receive, that is completely based on the client. Client, they already one structured. So how we have to deal if we are receiving a file with header, how we have to deal without header means how we have to set. That one already, yeah, defined. So here you can see these are all the values we can see as a delimiters, comma, pipe, hash, and cap, tilde symbol, tilde symbol. So for example, here, any of the value from these five characters, either comma you can see as a delimiter, type, hash. But hash we never seen. We just mention I'm reviewing hash because right, you observe or not address column door number in front of the door number we are going to prefix as hash 4-25. So that is using as a value. Whenever a character using as value, we don't use as a delimiter. That is the main thing we should remember. Yeah, I told right what is meant by ETL. ETL is nothing but the extraction, transmission, and loading. Uh-huh. T అంటే no, actually changes. Wait. I have to bracket applying the changes, not changes. Applying the applying the changes. And also not this one. You have to tell that transmissions only. T means transmission. Transformation. Here, what is meant by transform? Yeah, E. Extraction. Extraction means picking the data from the one location called extracting. Extract. Hey, general sentence లో కూడా వాడుతుంటాం మనం. We extract. Hey, whenever somebody is talking, you have to extract the complete subject. Like that, extract means getting the data, and loading. Sorry, T for transforming. Transforming means one form to another form. For example, we are receiving decimal part data. So client doesn't require decimal part. It has to be converted as a number format. Or he needs first name, last name, two columns data. Client is expecting one column only. It's called full name. Like that, changing the one form data to another form. It's our responsibility. We are receiving data in one form as a first name and last name. We should know, as ETL developer, we should know what is the transformation supposed to concatenate the these two columns and make as a one column. That is expression transformation. Communication we can understand how we are going to use that one. And finally, after completion of transformation, loading. Loading is what is meant by loading? Loading nothing but inserting the data. Inserting the data into table. Inserting also we have different kinds of formats like a straight load, and second one is looking the existing data. If the ID is matching, we have to skip that one. If not matching, it is going to be inserted. That is incremental loading. We call it as incremental loading. And also we have different kinds of loads are there. Say type 1, type 2, like that. Incremental aggregation is there. So here end of the class, right? I'm going to share this entire file. This file every week I'm going to share in the group, so that whatever the changes you can see, those changes you have to make the note. Either suppose you found the questions and answers, right? You have to frame here itself. So the bottom you can see entry questions. Even whatever yesterday I have attended, right? Um, yeah, my God. Okay. Yeah. Yesterday date is fifth. So fifth, whatever the data. Um, yeah. Control B, and these questions also, actually this is important for the guy who is going to be on board soon within a 15 days, 20 days, right? Those guys, they require everything, not only interview questions, not only subject, and not only general thing, even mail communication also. It is my responsibility to teach them, the guy who is going to be joined. So as part of teaching, I have to prepare answers for these questions whatever yesterday I had done. So this is the material I am going to share this one. with you end of every week. సో ఈ వీక్లో ఏమైతే ఇంటర్వ్యూస్ అటెండ్ అవుతానో ఆ ఇంటర్వ్యూస్ క్వశ్చన్స్ అన్ని దాంట్లో ఉంటాయి. కొన్నిటికేమో లాస్ట్ వాటికి కూడా నేను పెండింగ్ ఉందన్నమాట ఆన్సర్స్ చేయటం. ఆన్సర్స్ ఏంటంటే గూగుల్లో జస్ట్ కాపీ పేస్ట్ చేయటం కాదు. మనం ఏంటంటే ఒక రియల్ టైం ఎంప్లాయీ ఎలా మనము ఒక స్టోరీ చెప్పినట్టు చెప్పాలి. ఆ స్టోరీని మనం క్వశ్చన్ ఆన్సర్స్ లాగా మనం ప్రిపేర్ చేసేదేనో చేస్తాం. ఇంకా మీరు అది బయాడ్ చేసుకోవటమే. సో ఆ విధంగా మీరు వచ్చేసరికి మీకు ఈజీ అయింది టు సాల్వ్ యువర్ సెల్ఫ్ అనమాట. మీ అంతటి మీరే ఎంట్రీ కొట్టుకునే బదులు. సో ఇక్కడ మనకి టేబుల్స్ అన్నాం కదా. సో మనకి వచ్చేసరికి 2 రకాల టేబుల్స్ ఉంటాయి అనమాట. టేబుల్స్ ఏంటంటే మన డేటా వేరస్ రిలేటెడ్ టేబుల్స్, జనరల్ టేబుల్స్ అంటే ఇప్పుడు సపోజ్ వీఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు ఓపెన్ ఎ బ్యాంక్ అకౌంట్ ఫ్రంట్ ఎండ్ గై రైట్, హీ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ టు బి ఆస్క్ అస్ ఆధార్ కార్డ్, పాన్ కార్డ్. Once after taking that one, he is going to create one ID for us. First day, bank account ID. So where that account is going to be created is going to be created in customer table. Customer table, one customer has newly added this customer. This customer is Vinod. His ID is this one, and this address is this one. PAN card is this one. So all details is going to be. That is called OLTP. What is mean by OLTP? Very good. Online transaction processing. That is for the purpose of business day-to-day activity. If a company or a bank or any of the institution, it has to be run the business. They keep somewhere that information. On that information, every day they have to do some changes. For example, everybody have debit card and credit cards. Whenever we are swiping, the transaction is going to be make one record. That record is going to be centrally, it is going to be stored on the our table. Credit card. For example, bank prospectus, it will give the millions of records every day. So because millions of customers are there, each customer has at least one transaction is doing. Even whatever the transaction happened, right, those records are coming to the business, giving to us to load the data into data warehousing. So what they are telling, boss, every day customers data we are going to be give to you. What you have to do is, which bank card is highly, suppose if it is a banking application, database inside, what they are expecting is they want analysis, compare between the credit card to credit card. We bank may have different kinds of credit cards. For example, so which credit card is highest sales, which credit card is lowest sales, lowest users, highest user consumers, like that. They want to analysis. To make the analysis, first of all, they have to see send the files. Suppose heroes sixth day, end of the day, 11:45, 11:59, they are going to close the business per day and going to be send the data to us. So in that credit card information will be there. Every customer credit card and is a transaction. What is the type of transaction? They have some data. So what is our activities? We have to make it the dimension tables which we have. The dimensions tables called it as cards dimension. So we have to load the data into that cards. So that customers. So for the purpose of finally, right, suppose millions of records we are receiving, right, we have to categorize. Suppose that is only one bank, we have 50 type of cards. These 50 type of cards we have to categorize 50 categories. These 50 categories we have to split the data. Splitting is nothing but the filtering, multiple filter operations. So we have to load one file, 50 tables we have to load. These are all operations we are going to do in here by using ETL operation. So first we are going to explain about what is mean by ETL and OLTP and OLAP. OLAP, right? It is online transaction processing. Online analytical process. OLAP, online analytical process. What is mean by analytical? Just already told. Analytical means analyzing the business. Either it is going to be move positive way or negative way or profit way or losses. So the system, whatever the system we are going to be prepare, is going to be utilized for the analysis that called OLAP. So the data warehouse is OLAP. The system which is used for the business operations called OLTP. That is a front end Oracle database, Teradata database. Those are all database which is used by the front end team. వాళ్ళకే ఉంటే తెలుసా ఫ్రంట్ ఎండ్ ఏమో ఒక అప్లికేషన్ ఉంటుంది కస్టమర్ని ఎంట్రీ ఇవ్వడం ఆ ఎంట్రీ ఇచ్చిన కస్టమర్ తీసుకెళ్ళి టేబుల్లోకి లోడ్ అవుతుందా లేదా చూడటం మోస్ట్లీ వీ కెన్ సీ ది డేటా 2 years data 3 years data in front end side. After that is going to be migrated to the data warehousing. Like that they will do. So the loading also here, data warehousing, we have real-time data warehouse and periodic based uh, data warehousing. What is mean by real time? What is mean by periodic? Periodic, the name itself it is telling. Every one day you are loading the data warehousing. It's called periodic. Every 1 week, every 1 month, whenever you are sending, that should be fixed time, fixed interval. It is called periodic. Real time. What is meant by real time? Whenever the customer making the transaction, immediate fraction of second, the record has to be all the way. It has to be moved to data warehouse. How many layers we have? That many layers. All it has to be reached. That means every layer it has to be run in run 24/7. The job has to be run. Whenever the jobs are 24/7, they are running. Then only they can move the data to upstream to downstream to reporting team. So that way. So present days, right, real time data warehouse they are implementing. But here, as of now, real time implementation data warehouse, we got the other ETL tools. Informatica ISS, for example, Azure ADF, Azure Data Factory, like Databricks. Like that, we have advanced ETL tools, which is going to be, those are all going to be maintained. So yeah, few differences I am going to explain. OLTP, OLTP is the one going to be low level management. But me earlier bank account open cheyadaniki, who is going to be deal with you? Clerk, low level management. That is even he is not manager. Manager also won't touch you with you. His operations are different. So account opening charges. So is going to that's why clerk clerical data. Clerical data is going to be used, and low level category people are going to be access the OLTP. And data size point of view, only 2 years data or 3 years data we can capture, we can hold in OLTP. Whereas OLTP 20 to 30 years data. For example, Walmart US retail kind is 30 years data warehouse. So, he will the data warehousing, right? The big one in the world. No other clients are maintaining that much. No, no, no. OLTP. Yeah. 6 to 3 years. Few clients, yes, to 6 months enough for us. Clean the data. They will sell, and every 6 months they will clean. The data has to be moved to the OLAP. So complete permanent data we can see in OLAP. But here OLTP, you can remove the records, you can insert the record, you can modify the record. For example, you have added the customer as one. First, you tell at the time of bank account opening, unmarried category, married category, unmarried. After getting a marriage, 2 years or 3 years, you can come to the bank and just you inform that please add my wife account also. But they will change status of marital status as married. So automatically, because you asked to, you already asked, please add my wife name as a co-applicant in my bank account. So automatically it will add. That means what are the activities you are doing? You are not only inserting the record, that means not only opening the bank account, you are going to update the information also. And you don't want to account with that bank. You are going to be just I want to close the account, I want to cancel the account, so immediately they are going to be cancel the account. From then onwards, the front end team is not going to be access the information in that customer data, right? Your record is going to be deleted for that day. So what happened? It is then delete also. That means insert happened, update happened, and delete operation. All the in database terminology, what we call DML operations, we call data manipulation language. Data manipulation language, these commands are there. I'm going to explain every week or every day, half an hour, like that. We will plan for SQL part also. So there, right? Those Mm.
Even create a update,
Here, come to the.
So, sir, we in analytic
Uh,
OLEP, we can consider as database. Again, we can consider as database. Is it correct?
sorry, come again. I am looking at other one.
OLEP,
OLAP,
it is considered as database.
data warehousing,
OLEP considered as database.
database.
Is
Yeah, correct. If you see in detail, both are same only.
both are same.
If you write select star from table name, it will work there also. Here also structure and select star from table. Only the usage point of view, the table's availability point of view, data warehouse is different, database is different. Data here data warehouse, where you have to build the data warehouse. Data warehouse building on the database only. Database only. There's a Teradata, Oracle, SQL Server, whatever you are creating, the database only. Whatever the data OLTP using, right? The same database here also, but arrangement should be different. The table to table relation, how we are going to be data flowing, these are all arrangement will be different. Yeah, here high level management I told, right? Yeah, OLAP, batch processing. Batch processing. What is mean by batch processing? Batch means every interval, daily one time or daily two times, jobs are going to be run. We have 2000 files are there. 2000 files. Each layer we have 5 layers. 2005. 10,000 jobs has to be run. These 10,000 will be run in one time with one batch ID. So this is called batch ID.
Daily.
Daily. So if any failures are there, we have to fix that error and we have to inform to the team. And same there, right? It's not batch process. Suppose this customer will come, whoever come, those activities will be happen. Whereas OLTP system, here batch process. Here there is no once record insert, right? We are going to be update operation. We are not going to do here only select operations only we are do. That too with help of reporting team we are going to extract data and represent into with a beautiful manner to the business team. That's only data warehouse do. Data warehouse nothing like one customer has, but you can see suppose one the customer name is Prasad. He is going to be stay 3 years of data. But you can see 3 years, what date he has entered and what date he has exited, how many transactions he has done, and what is his minimum, which year he has maintained a huge balance, which year he has doesn't maintain any balance. Like that, you can all see the track. You can track in OLAP, but OLTP you cannot track this kind of operations. So yeah, like that we can high level we can explain that OLTP in real time. We in real time being I am working for last 11 years. Work point of view, we don't need also that information. Which one is OLTP, which one is OLAP? We don't require that one also. Only interview point of view, they will ask mandatory question. What is OLAP? What is OLTP? OLTP means what? What are the activities it will happen? OLAP means what? What are the activities we have to happen? So these are all things we have to, because right in a real time there is no anywhere OLAP. This is OLAP. Like that we have to. Mm. Developers. Yeah, exactly correct. As of now, we are still working on the development area. We are not focus. We are in developers and in team. Mana thing and and high level, what is going on? We don't care, matter. Okay, file has came on time. Job has to be created. This job is going to be pick the data and loading it to table. The task has to be completed without rejection of even one record also. If it is completed, yeah, success, claps. That's enough. For that prospectus, our activity will be there. That's why what we are going to do, we this time we don't think about OLEP what it will do, OLTP what it will do. These are all we are least bothered about that process. But in a high level, whenever we working as a data modeler, whenever we are working as data analyst, whenever we are working as a data architect, this level very much important. Any of the component which is coming from OLTP, they don't touch it. Any of the component they required OLEP, they will ask for the this is OLEP. So like that we will ask. So already, uh,
But actually, where we find that data warehouse, sir? If you want to see database, we go for SQL Server, it will be there. But if we want to find data warehouse, where will it available?
Exactly. 1 minute. First day, right? Actually, this kind of enthusiasm question, I expect the deeply involved students only. అసలు దిస్ ఈస్ ఎస్టర్డే వన్ ఆఫ్ ద క్వశ్చన్ అండి. 15 క్వశ్చన్స్ ఉన్నాయి కదా, నేను పంపించిన 15 క్వశ్చన్లో దాంట్లో ఒక క్వశ్చన్ చూడు. ఆ క్వశ్చన్ మీరు అడిగిన క్వశ్చన్ ఇంకో విధంగా అడిగాడు. డేటాబేస్ అంటున్నావు కదా, ఎవ్రీ లేయర్ హ్యావ్ ద సేమ్ స్కీమా ఆర్ డిఫరెంట్ స్కీమా? స్కీమా అంటే తెలుసా? స్కీమా అంటే డేటాబేస్ టేబుల్కి ముందు ఇప్పుడు scott.emp, హెచ్ఆర్ డాట్ స్కాట్ అనేది ఒక స్కీమా, హెచ్ఆర్ అనేది ఒక స్కీమా. ఏది మనం ఇప్పుడు స్టూడెంట్ లైఫ్లో. అది మనము డేటా వేర్హౌసింగ్ లైఫ్లో ఏమైందంటే మనకి డిఫరెంట్ లేయర్స్ ఉంటాయి. మీకు రేపు క్లాస్లో వచ్చింది. ఆ లేయర్స్ వచ్చేసరికి స్టేజింగ్ లేయర్ అని, బిజినెస్ లేయర్ అని, ఈచ్ లేయర్ వన్ స్కీమా ఉంటుంది. ఆ స్కీమాలో ఈ టేబుల్స్ అన్నీ ఉంటాయి. ఇప్పుడు స్టేజింగ్ టేబుల్స్ అనుకో, ఎక్కడంటే అక్కడ ఉండవు, స్టేజింగ్ లేయర్లోనే ఉంటాయి. సో ఆ లేయర్ పేరు ఏంటంటే DW.staging, SDG అట్లా ఉంటుంది. ఆ టేబుల్ ఎట్లా ఉంటుంది తెలుసా? STG_కస్టమర్, STG_ ప్రోడక్ట్, STG_CVVSC అట్లా కొన్ని ఫైల్స్ నేమ్స్ కూడా తెలియదు. కానీ మన టేబుల్ చూస్తే మాత్రం ఏ లేయర్ టేబుల్ అనేది గుర్తుపట్టగలగాలి మనం డేటా వేర్హౌసింగ్. సో సింపుల్గా మీరు ఏమడిగారంటే డేటా వేర్హౌసింగ్లో మనం ఎట్లా ఐడెంటిఫై చేయాలి? మనము సముద్రంలోకి వెళ్ళి వాటర్ ఎలా ఐడెంటిఫై చేయాలి అంటే ఇక్కడ పట్టుకున్నా లేదా 2 కిలోమీటర్ల దూరం పోయి పట్టుకున్నా వాటరే. సో మీరు డేటా వేర్హౌసింగ్ అన్నప్పుడు ఒక్క లేయర్, స్టార్టింగ్ లేయర్ ఏది ఫైల్ టేబుల్ దగ్గర నుంచి స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది. ఆ లేయర్స్ మొత్తం ఇన్ని రకాలైన లేయర్స్ ఉంటాయి, అన్ని రకాలైన లేయర్స్ దాటి డేటా వేర్హౌసింగ్ లేయర్స్ అని ఒకటి ఉంటుంది. దాంట్లో స్కీమా ఎట్లుంటుందంటే ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ DW అని స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది. సరే, DW అని ఎండింగ్ అని స్టార్టింగ్ అని స్కీమా పేర్లో వచ్చింది DW డాట్. అప్పుడు ఆ టేబుల్ నేమ్ వచ్చింది. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ నాకు వచ్చేసరికి అసెట్ లయబిలిటీ మేనేజ్మెంట్ సిస్టమ్. ఇది వచ్చేసరికి ప్రతి ఒక్క బ్యాంక్కి, అంటే మనం జనరల్కి వెళ్ళిపోతున్నాము, సబ్జెక్ట్ని వదిలేసి రియల్ టైంకి వెళ్తున్నాము. ఈ ప్రతి ఒక్క బ్యాంకు యొక్క ఫంక్షనాలిటీ ఏంటంటే ప్రతి ఇయర్ అది వెరిఫై చేసుకోవాలి. నా దగ్గర ఎంత అసెట్స్ ఉన్నాయి, ఎంత లయబిలిటీ ఉంది. లయబిలిటీ అంటే అప్పులు, ఏదైతే లోన్స్ ఇచ్చిందో ఆ లోన్స్ మొత్తాన్ని కలిపి అగ్రిగేట్ చేసి ఒక ఫిగర్ ఉంటుంది. ఏదైతే ఆ సంవత్సరంలో కొనిందో ఈ కొన్న అసెట్స్ అన్నిటిని చూసి మనము పాజిటివ్లో ఉన్నామా లేదా, న్యూ బ్రాంచెస్ పెట్టింది. సో ఇవన్నీ దాని కోసం అని చెప్పేసి ఈ సింపుల్ ఈ స్మాల్ టేబుల్స్ అన్నీ కనుక జాయిన్ చేసి ఆ డేటాను లోడ్ చేసుకొని ఒక హ్యూజ్ టేబుల్లోకి వెళ్ళాలి. ఆ హ్యూజ్ టేబుల్లో ఇన్ఫర్మేషనే మనకి డేటా వేర్స్ అనమాట. ఆ డేటా వేర్స్ ఇట్ ఈస్ నాట్ ఎట్ ఆల్ గోయింగ్ టు బీ స్టే యాజ్ వన్ టేబుల్. డేటా వేర్స్ అంటే ఒక టేబుల్ అని అనుకోవద్దు. డేటా వేర్స్ నథింగ్ బట్ ద కలెక్షన్ ఆఫ్ థౌజండ్స్, మల్టిపుల్ థౌజండ్, నాట్ నెంబర్ వాడిన నేను, మల్టిపుల్ టేబుల్స్ విత్ ఇన్ ద డిఫరెంట్ ఫార్మాట్, డిఫరెంట్ లేయర్స్ గోయింగ్ టు బి వర్క్ యాజ్ వన్ డేటా వేరస్. ఒక డేటా వేరస్ అంటే డిఫరెంట్ లేయర్స్లో ఉన్న డిఫరెంట్ టేబుల్స్ని కలెక్టివ్లీ, ఒక టేబుల్లోకి డేటా కావాలంటే ఇంకో టేబుల్ సప్లై చేస్తుంది, ఇంకో టేబుల్లో కావాలంటే ఇంకో సప్లై చేస్తుంది. అట్లా అంతా డేటా వెళ్ళి మల్టిపుల్ ఫైనల్ టేబుల్లోకి వెళ్ళినప్పుడు ఆ ఫైనల్ లేయర్లో ఆ ఫైనల్ లేయర్ కూడా డేటా వేరస్ స్కీమాతో ఉంటుంది. సో దట్ ఈస్ యువర్ క్వశ్చన్ అనమాట. రాత్రి అడిగిన క్వశ్చన్ ఏంటంటే సో ఎస్, మీ క్వశ్చన్కి డైరెక్ట్ ఆన్సర్ ఏంటంటే హౌ వీఆర్ ఐడెంటిఫై ద టేబుల్స్ ఇన్ ద డేటా వేరస్ అంటే మనకి ప్రతి ఒక్క టేబుల్ డేటా వేరస్ టేబులే. కానీ మనం ఏం ఐడెంటిఫై చేయాలంటే ఈ టేబుల్ స్టేజింగ్ ద బిజినెస్ డైమెన్షన్ టేబులా, ఫ్యాక్ట్ టేబులా, లేదా కరెన్సీ టేబులా, లేదా డేటా మార్క్ టేబులా, డేటా వేరియస్ టేబులా, ఇలా కేటగిరీస్. అదేంటంటే మీ ప్రిఫిక్స్, దాని ఫంక్షనాలిటీ, దాన్ని బట్టి మీరు డిఫైన్ చేయొచ్చు. దట్ ఈస్ క్వశ్చన్. యాక్చువల్లీ హియర్ రైట్ ఐఎమ్ గోయింగ్ టు స్ప్లిట్ దిస్ క్లాస్ యాజ్ అ 2 parts అనమాట. వన్ ఈజ్ మీరు ఫ్రెషర్స్ కదా, ఐ మీన్ ఈరోజు స్టార్ట్ అయ్యారు కదా. సో బేస్డ్ ఆన్ ద యో గైస్ ఐ జస్ట్ గివెన్ ద ఇంట్రడక్షన్ ఫర్ ద డేటా వేరస్. ఆల్రెడీ మన స్టూడెంట్స్ ఉన్నారు, బ్యాచ్ 11 స్టార్ట్ అయింది. వీళ్ళకి ఏంటంటే అగ్రిగేట్ ట్రాన్స్ఫర్మేషన్ వరకు అయింది. సో ఆ ట్రాన్స్ఫర్మేషన్స్ వరకు వీళ్ళు ఇటు వచ్చి కూర్చుంటాడు. వీళ్ళని ఈ బ్యాచ్ ఎందుకంటే సరే ఇప్పుడు జరగబోయే 1 hour క్లాస్ ఏంటి అంటే రేపు వాళ్ళ వర్క్ చేసుకోవడానికి ఎట్లా ఏమేం కావాలి ట్రాన్స్ఫర్మేషన్స్ ఇంకా డైలీ సబ్జెక్ట్ అనమాట. మీరు మేబీ ఆఫ్టర్ 15 days మీరు మళ్ళీ ఇదే రివిజన్ చేస్తారు. ఆఫ్టర్ 15 days యూ కెన్ సీ ది సేమ్ సబ్జెక్ట్. వస్తున్నాడా? ఓకే ఓకే. ఏం లేదు, అతనికి ఒక టాస్క్ ఇచ్చాను అనమాట. ఆ టాస్క్ నేనే చేసి చూపిస్తాను. చేసి ఆయన మళ్ళీ ఆ టాస్క్ చేయాలి. సో ఎస్ ఐఎమ్ రికార్డింగ్. సో బిఫోర్ ఎంఎస్, యా, గుడ్ ఆఫ్టర్నూన్ గైస్. Yeah, guys who are new for today, can you please be patient? Maybe you may not understanding, but just keep quiet and keep understanding, trying to understand. But even though you don't understand, just leave it as because you will have the revision session after 10 or 12 days. Yeah. Now I am going to explain about the aggregation transformation, which is a part of regular thing. So first of all, what is mean by aggregate transformation? Aggregate transformation. So aggregate transformation is the active transformation. I told, right, each transformation we have to classify as the two ways, either active or కరెక్ట్. అది డిఫరెన్స్ అనమాట మా ఓల్డ్ స్టూడెంట్స్కి న్యూ స్టూడెంట్కి. ఇన్యాక్టివ్ కాదు అంటే ఇక్కడ ఏంటంటే వాళ్ళు టూ కేటగిరీ చేస్తారు. ద ట్రాన్స్మిషన్ విచ్ యాక్టివ్లీ పార్టిసిపేట్ ఇన్ ద డేటా టు చేంజ్ ద రికార్డ్ కౌంట్, ఇట్స్ కాల్డ్ యాక్టివ్ ట్రాన్స్మిషన్. The transformation which doesn't have the capability to change the source records, it's called passive transformation. So control F, aggregate transformation, AGG, aggregator, hands-on experience, which is aggregate transformation, which is a So before explaining aggregate transformation, I need to explain to you small SQL queries. The SQL queries are useful for the finding the min of, max of, sum of, count of. These are records. Sorry, these are calculations we are going to identify. How we are going to identify those calculations? We can. Yes. So, what are you going to do? Yes, I'm going to open the Oracle database. This one, simple queries. So, whatever we are going to implement the informatica jobs, same activity, how we are going to implement in Oracle. I'm going to explain. So, where is the SQL? So, SQL. This one. So slow. This one. Sorry. So let me. ఎస్గా ఉంటుందా పేరు ఇక్కడ actually I'm still only about to work on this menu only. So let me take the sample data to the file from internet. Oracle EMP data. file. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take copy the data into files. Actually, the result data, right? EMP data. Um, uh, data. Let's start with it. Some data. EMP sample data. Article. So this is one. Last salary. This one we are going to take as a source. Source and then so to say, yeah, what is delimiter? Tell me. Tab. Tab is delimiter. What we have to do? We have to take a test and instead of tablet, we can put a going to be I'm going to save this file in source location. And then we can import the data. See informatica installation folder, informatica, and 10.4 and server, mm, server after info shared after source files. Here I have to tell the um, example for ex, EMP data. Just EMP data I have taken from internet and prepared a file. What is our requirement? Our requirement will be EMP data. We need to process. Target will be department wise. How much is the highest salary? How much is the lowest salary? Uh, we have to identify. This is salary, right? Huh? Sorry. Yeah, project manager, data, IT engineer, market engineer, specific business analyst. See here, created the table, right? This table we are going to be first step. What is first step? Importing the metadata from the source table. Clear all, source, importing database table, sorry, importing file, importing file, um, all files, including this file, next, Uh, yeah, import field names as a active. Yes. Whenever we say checkbox, that is called S. So if we remove this one, what it is telling, import field names from the file list. Sorry, from the file, from the first file. First name. First name in the sense this is the column. Uh, it is going to be considered as a column names or not. Like that is asking. Given yes. Next here, if you see, what are the delimiters we can use? Those are all delimiters mentioned here. Tab we can use, space we can use. No. Space we don't use. 99% we don't use because the column right value we are using as space address like first name space last name. So space will be it will differentiate. That's why space. Uh, Semicolon. Semicolon also we don't use. We don't use, we use comma. Yeah, comma we use. Mm. Next here you can see based on the given size and the data types, it is going to be create the data this formatted. Next, first step completed. What is the source? Important metadata from the source by using source analyzer. First step completed. Second one, we have to import the metadata from the target. Target. What is the target we should require? We are requiring target should be hmm, yeah, target analyzer import from file. So here only two columns we required. What are those two columns? Just yeah, it will ask for the create the table. Okay. For the metadata from file .ut format. So say that any of the file if you want to get this, you have to first step create it. Then you can go for the creation of the sorry. See, ఇక్కడ మనం ఒక టెక్స్ట్ డాక్యుమెంట్ క్రియేట్ చేస్తున్నాం దాన్ని టీజీటీ ఏజీజీ లేదా ఏజీజీ టీజీటీ అగ్రిగేటర్ యొక్క aggregated target. ఇక్కడ టూ కాలమ్స్ విల్ బి దేర్. దట్ ఈస్ కాలం 1 వచ్చేసరికి డిపార్ట్మెంట్ నెంబర్ నేమ్, సారీ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ నెంబర్ వచ్చేసరికి శాలరీ. శాలరీ ఏం శాలరీ? టోటల్ శాలరీ, టోటల్ అండర్ స్కోర్ శాలరీ. సో థర్డ్ కాలం శాలరీ అంటే సేమ్ వే మ్యాక్స్ salary, same way AVG salary. That's all. Count of records also. Count records. What I am going to do is just I am going to give the file, right? Few of the records into one category. Record numbers I will give. Actually, these are all number formatted directly. Very good. Whenever it's wrong, control S. So, any value ఉన్నాయో కింద any value పెట్టుకోండి. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 value 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7. So, these are all the dummy values. Why we have to give dummy value? We are going to prepare the metadata of the target object. Whenever we are going to metadata, we are passing dummy value. Based on the dummy value, when it is reading, right, it will, okay, 1001. 1001 means maybe expecting 4 characters only. It won't accept 5th character. Even the 3rd character also it will expect. But maximum value it is going to be defined. Whereas the total salary, the value which we can give the total salary, that much we can give based on this one. It is going to be bounded like number of 10, like that it is going to be generated. Control plus. Yeah. Where I am targeted. What I have done, target designer, I have created the file. So here I need to go to from file. So instead of source, right, I have to go to target. This is the file which I created. This one we have passed the hmm. Yeah, if you see clearly, how many how to import field name? It is asking. Set import row one. Set import row one. Import field. Yeah, exactly. Next. Um, Step two completed. This step two will be the creation of the target table. Creation of the target table will be. Um, so, now చెప్పు how many columns we have to create for generating the values? How many columns? First, yeah, depart number ఉందా ఆ డిపార్ట్ నెంబర్ వచ్చేసరికి సోర్స్ నుంచి చూద్దాం సో అపార్ట్ ఫ్రమ్ డిపార్ట్ నెంబర్ that's what I'm going to write. There we have to see informatica, see informatica, infra shade. Server ba? It also the infra shade. Infra shade. దీంట్లో should be spoken. దీంట్లో data. I'm going to attach the data, attach the one column. This column is missing column. Then, sorry, what is DEPT? Go. Just second question వచ్చింది. Report number here, comma, 10. 10. అంటే ఏమేమి చెప్పాలనుకుంటున్నాము ఈరోజు టాపిక్ అంటే హ్యాండీగా ఉన్నాయా లేవా మీకు చూసుకుంటే మనకి ఈ షార్ట్ ఇప్పుడు నువ్వు అడిగిన క్వశ్చన్స్లో మనకి రెండు వస్తాయి. ఇది రాత్రి ఇంటర్వ్యూ జరిగిన క్వశ్చన్లో మరియు 10th కాలము 10th క్వశ్చన్ 20th క్వశ్చన్ 10th చూడండి. I have added source system has added one column under the file. So Java has already created this question is the production support question. What is that? 10 columns in source 10 columns మ్యాపింగ్ క్రియేట్ చేశాడు. రోజు రన్ అవుతుంది, రోజు లోడ్ అవుతుంది. కానీ ఒక రోజు ఏం చేశారు సోర్స్ టీం వాళ్ళు 10 కాలమ్స్ డేటా 11th కాలం యాడ్ చేశారు. నేను ఇప్పుడు మనం ఏం యాడ్ చేసామో డిపిటి నెంబర్ యాడ్ చేస్తాం. అదేవిధంగా వాళ్ళు ఏం చేస్తారంటే ఒక కాలం యాడ్ చేశారు. సో మ్యాపింగ్ ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అవుతా ఉంది. ఏం జరిగిండొచ్చు? ఆప్షన్ 1 ఫెయిల్. వాడు భలే అడిగాడు. అదే మనం ఎవరైతే రెగ్యులర్గా ఇంటి దగ్గర ప్రాక్టీస్ చేస్తుంటామో వాళ్ళకి ఈజీగా ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ అనమాట. ఇప్పుడు నేను చేస్తుంది అదే. సో యూ సీ వాట్ వీ హ్యావ్ టు డన్. నేను ఫస్ట్ ఇంపోర్ట్ చేశాను కదా, ఇంపోర్ట్ చేసినప్పుడు డిపార్ట్మెంట్ నెంబర్ లేదు, జస్ట్ నేను ఎడిట్ చేశాను. మనకు 2 విధాలు పనికొచ్చింది. రాత్రి ఇంటర్వ్యూ క్వశ్చన్ని హ్యాండిల్ చేస్తున్నట్టు ఉంటుంది. రెండోది మనకి ఈ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ నెంబర్ ఉంది కదా. సో ఇప్పుడు ఇది సోర్స్. టార్గెట్ వచ్చేసరికి సారీ మ్యాపింగ్ వచ్చేసరికి మ్యాపింగ్లో అదే ట్రాన్స్ఫర్మేషన్ ఇవి రెండు ఏమైతే సోర్స్లో ఇంపోర్ట్ చేస్తున్నామో ఏమంటే సో ట్రాన్స్ఫర్మేషన్ క్రియేట్ టార్గెట్ ఏజీఆర్ ట్రాన్స్ all the columns from the EMP table. సో గమనించాలి అన్ని కాలమ్స్ డ్రాగ్ చేశారు. టార్గెట్ పేరు ఎగ్జాంపుల్ అయ్యో యాక్చువల్గా ఏదైతే కాలం మనకు అవసరమో ఏది కాలం డిపార్ట్ నెంబర్, ఆ డిపార్ట్ నెంబర్ని మనం సో దీనికి కాదు రెగ్యులర్గా ఉంటాయి. రెగ్యులర్గా స్టేజింగ్ టేబుల్ ఎలా ఉంటుంది, స్టేజింగ్ టేబుల్ ఎన్ని కాలమ్స్ ఇస్తామో అన్ని టార్గెట్ కాలమ్స్ క్లిక్ అవుతాయి. సో ఎక్కువ ఇస్తుంది దానికి ఏంటంటే సపోజ్ 10 కాలమ్స్ ఉన్నాయి, 11 కాలం యాడ్ చేసావు, నీకు నెక్స్ట్ రన్లో అది తీసుకోదు ఎంతవరకు 10 కాలమ్స్ ఉన్నాయో. సో వాట్ వీ హ్యావ్ టు డూ టు టేక్ దట్ 11th కాలమ్ ఆల్సో, యూ హ్యావ్ టు ఎడిట్ ద జాబ్ యాజ్ పర్ ద న్యూ స్టాండర్డ్ అండ్ నీడ్ టు రీరన్. సో హియర్ వచ్చేసరికి ఇక్కడ వచ్చేసరికి డిపార్ట్ నెంబర్ కాలం మ్యాప్ చేయాలి. ఇక్కడ వచ్చేసరికి సోర్స్ కాల్ఫర్ సాలరీ ఉంది. దీనికి వచ్చేసరికి రెండో కాలం అని చెప్పు క్యాలిక్యులేషన్స్, మొత్తం ఎన్ని క్యాలిక్యులేషన్స్ ఉన్నాయి అన్ని ఎక్స్ట్రా కాలమ్స్ జనరల్ చేసుకోవాలి. ఒకటి రెండు మూడు. సో బెటర్ ఏంటంటే మనము టార్గెట్లోకి వచ్చేసరికి నీకు ఏమైతే క్రియేట్ చేస్తున్నానో అన్ని కాలమ్స్ నువ్వు క్రియేట్ చేసి పెట్టుకో. ఇది సోర్స్ కదా. టార్గెట్లో ఎంపీ ఏజీజీటీజీటీ ఇక్కడ వచ్చేసరికి కాలం మేము బ్రాకెట్స్తో ఉండదు అనమాట. మ్యాథ్స్ అండర్ ట్వెల్వ్ ఉండొచ్చు. సో మినిమం ఉండొచ్చు 7 కాలమ్స్ కదా. ఈ 7 కాలమ్స్కి వెళ్ళి మనం 7 టార్గెట్స్ తీసుకో. 7 టైమ్స్ 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 తీసుకుని Guys, from tomorrow onwards, the 8 to 10, we are going to conduct the class 8 to 10 మార్నింగ్. ప్రాబ్లం ఏంటి అంటే ఇప్పుడు వచ్చేసరికి దీనికి అడ్డం అవుతుంది. ఏది 5 o'clock మీటింగ్కి ఆఫీస్ వర్క్కి అడ్డం అవుతుంది. సో మాస్టర్ ఇది ఎవరైనా అగ్రిగేట్ ట్రాన్స్ఫర్మేషన్ ఉండాలి. ఇది ఓన్గా తీసుకెళ్ళిపోయి ఇది డెవలప్ చేద్దాం.